I'm good. This thing resists me. Hi, my name is Lucifer, and I'll be reading a chapter from my book, Children of the Wasteland, which is available now on Godless. An introduction by a narrator trapped in hell. Darling spirits, my name is, well, I have many names, but I suppose for my present purposes, it would be best if I introduced myself as Lucifer. The cavernous ruins of her wasteland tell a story lost in the cool caprice of time. Those who remember only vagaries of this ancient drama might frame it as an inspirational, perhaps even cathartic tale. As one entrusted with the full scope of our shared history, I must inform you that reality offers no such concessions. This is an awfully different story from the soothing distractions your species once regurgitated. I'm saddened to say that it does not begin as most stories do, in a living world where hope has yet to entirely burn away. No, this adventure begins with the death of a world and the sedated breathing of its sole survivor. Chapter 1, Death, My Immortal Love. 40 minutes after the world's end. Hugh wiped the shred sweat from his brow, scoffing at the numbness of his half-tranquilized brain. His blonde hair was caked with blood and ash. He didn't know if it came from the orderlies at the hospital, or if it belonged to someone else. All he knew was he needed to rest soon. Exercise had never been his forte. But after he awakened here in this strange, sunless world, walking was all he could do. He hadn't seen a single vehicle, or any other machine for that matter. The shifting sand seemed to stretch forth for an eternity, and a massive human infant shined where the sun should have been. Nothing about this nightmarish place sat right with Hugh, yet he marched forward with purpose. His current destination was a ruined building that had once been a high school. A soft, still voice had been guiding him there for the last half hour. Even though the speaker sounded human, Hugh was positive it wasn't. The voice was emotionless and strangely comforting. Human voices rarely possess these traits, especially in the midst of a dead world. Hugh was no fool, though. He knew that in an odd situation like this, kindness was often used to set a trap. Keeping this in mind, he kept his left hand in his pocket, where his late boyfriend's spellbook was located. As his fingers traced around the grimoire's smooth cover, he remembered how skeptical he had been before accepting it. Right now, he felt glad the chthonic weapon was in his possession. Merely holding it tethered him to an unceasing dream of domination and desolation, though he supposed the world had been empty to him from the start. Every loss he endured was just reality, eating away at the illusion of hope. A wry smile spread across his lips as a storm of dark thoughts pervaded his tranquil mind. People like us are damned for birth, eh, Ryoji? Do you know how much I cried when your corpse hit the floor? I never thought I would feel happy around another human being, but I genuinely adored you. Reality didn't seem so barren when you were around. I suppose I should have told you that more often. Yet here I am again, in a world void of life. However, this time I don't feel so forsaken. Is that how we always were? Alone in a crowded room, and completed in the face of death. Justice, our karma, what a pitiable joke. Heroes crumble to ash and the villainous get their day. The future will never bend to the fleeting hopes of man. Hugh's mind trailed off towards the past, but his legs continued to move, unhindered by his unfocused eyes. His goal was less than 2 minutes away, and the disembodied voice was practically giggling with excitement now. Keep going, my child. I await you at the front door. Hugh pressed forward as if locked in an unshakable trance. Only when the voice giggled again did control return to his body. A large metallic sign stood in front of his eyes. It was thoroughly burnt, but a number of familiar words were still plainly visible on his blackened surface. Oakswell High School, home of the Whistling Willows. Sorry, Coach, that team name is still trash, Hugh mumbled as he pulled his spellbook from his robe pocket, making sure he had a destructive spell in mind before he proceeded towards the front door. He believed the voice was on his side, yet that didn't mean he was going to proceed without the will to kill. He frowned when he reached his destination. On a battered park bench sat a pale-skinned man in orange silk pajamas. The stranger's shoulder-length black hair seemed to dance in the wind as he extended his palm to grasp the emptiness above him. Sadly, the dramatic nature of this action was severely dampened by the DVD sitting in his lap. He wasn't close enough to see what it was. However, he did know that its owner didn't seem to be in any hurry to take his eyes away from it. Before Hugh could open his mouth to speak, the man shattered the silence with a wave of his hands and a calm, yet joyous introduction. "Hello, Hugh Aaron. My name is Lucifer, and I need you to absorb a child's soul for me."